Hey everyone, this is Alex or PolymomoTea, and today I have a video showing you how to make these cute little whale potted plants. And so it's a whale pot with a little plant on top, and this is out of polymer clay and resin. So first we're going to make the template for the whale mold. So I'm taking some scrap clay and I'm going to pinch it into a rounded teardrop shape, and this is going to be the whale body. Then using a little glass bottle, I'm going to push it into the middle of my whale body, and that's going to be the hole. For the fin, I'm going to pinch some clay into a triangular shape, and using my blade, I'm going to cut it at a slant. And next I'm going to attach it to the side of my whale. For the tail fins, I'm going to flatten some circles of clay and I'm going to blend them onto the tip of the whale. Then I'm going to bake the whale according to instructions until it's rock hard. And then I'm going to make a mold out of it using my silicone mold maker. Next, to fill in the whale's body, I'm taking some UV resin and I'm adding a little bit of blue pigment and I'm mixing it. And I'm pouring the mixture of blue resin into the whale mold, and I'm filling it about 3/4 the way, and then I'm letting it cure, and then after that I'm adding some UV resin along with some leftover star sand from a previous Soviet toffee box, and I'm mixing it together, and I'm filling the rest of the mold with this star sand resin mixture and letting that cure as well. Once cured, I'm slowly demolding it from my silicone mold. And I'm adding a little bit of UV resin on the bottom to kind of fill in that concavity space that was left from the resin. Next I'm going to make the plants, so I'm taking some translucent clay, and I believe this is Primo translucent, and I'm mixing in a lot of glitter into it to make it really sparkly and magical looking. Then I added a very small amount of green to make sure it's translucent, but it still has that green tint to it. To make the leaves, I'm going to take some green clay and I'm going to pinch it into a really long diamond shape. Then using my blade, I'm going to make some etch marks of the leaf pattern. Then I'm going to roll one end of the leaf so it has more of a tapered look to it. Then once I have two, I'm going to take the two tapered parts of the leaves together and I'm going to roll them together so it looks like it's one stalk. For a different plant, I'm going to start rolling the little leaves onto a little stalk of green clay so it looks like it's already more of like a plant stalk rather than a sprout. For the third design, we're going to move on to my favorite leaf, which is a giant leaf. So we're going to pinch the clay into a giant spade shape and roll out or pinch out a little tapered handle. And using my roller, I'm going to flatten out the leaf part a little bit more. And with my blade, I'm going to make my design. Then I'm going to bend the leaf stalk down and I'm going to curl the edges of the leaf up. And as an extra, I decided to make a narwhal horn by spinning 2 pieces of clay together, and this is translucent as well. And I'm gonna dust it with some Pearl X gold powder. And once completed, we're gonna bake them according to instructions. Next, I'm taking a layer of UV resin and a paintbrush, and I'm applying a thin layer all over the whale. And I'm applying some dot eyes and a line smile as well. And let that cure. And here I have a white whale version, and I'm adding a little bit of super glue in the middle to add the narwhal horn that we created. And next we can add our plants. So these are the 3 plants that we made. Here's the giant leaf, the little plant stalk, and the little sproutlings as well. So I'm adding some UV resin into the little hole of the plant, and I'm adding these tiny little pebbles that I got from my local craft store. And I'm adding just enough so then they could support the little stalk of the plant. So for the ocean themed one, I decided to add the little sproutlings. On this little clear whale that I have, I decided to add the little plant stalk to it. And on the narwhal, I decided to add the giant leaf to it. And for the finishing touch, I added a dot of UV resin in the middle of the leaf, so it's like a puddle of water. Once the resin is fully cured, we have our 3 little whales with magical plants sprouting from their heads or spouts. And let me know in the comment section below what whales you liked and what flowers you wish you would have seen sprouting on their backs. So this was a really fun project. I had this mold created for a while now, but I just never knew what to do for the actual plant or potted part, but I'm glad I created these. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to let me know what you want to see next in my next video. Thank you.